Hello, everyone. Good to be back on Learner's Heart. Yes, today we're going to be looking at narrative paragraph. Yes, apologize, we've been away for some time. Maybe about 6 weeks or so. Yes, we apologize. And today we're starting with a discussion on narrative paragraph. Please, this is actually prepared for the lower graders. If you like, you can say grade 2, 3, and 4. All right. So this is just to teach them how to express their thought, how to express a particular event of their life in just one paragraph. Now, remember, a paragraph, this is just what a paragraph looks like. A paragraph is like, the big box. Yeah, it's like the big box that houses several sentences. So when you say the big box, within this big box or within this framework, you have some sentences. So you're going to take these small stuffs of sentences. Yes. So the big one is a paragraph. So a paragraph is made up of several sentences. Okay. All right. So we can say this is, maybe we need to number them. This could be sentence one, sentence two, sentence three, sentence four. And everything put together, we call this a paragraph. Now, mind you, you can actually have a 7 sentence paragraph, and even sometimes it could be lower. Don't forget to look at how to write a narrative paragraph. So let's talk about the word narrative. The word narrative means to tell. Oh, maybe I need to draw the picture. Oh, sorry, you have to excuse me. I'm not too good at drawing. So I'm just trying to, okay, you're trying to tell, and here is a young man who has opened his mouth to tell us something. All right, let us assume he visited a zoo last week. So he could say a visit to the zoo, a visit to the zoo. Now, when you want to write a paragraph, all right, of course, because this is just a one paragraph narrative, you may need a header. A header is like a title. This is just what I'm writing. A visit to the zoo. Okay, a visit to the zoo. All right, so I think this is okay. Don't forget, narrative means to tell something, to explain, to discuss. While paragraph is just the big envelope that houses a series of sentences. You can see the sentences, having them in the form of the circle, 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 and circle. All right, so a visit to the zoo. So the first thing is, I want to write, and let's say I would like to write 5 sentences about my visit to the zoo. Maybe the first thing to do is, when did you go to the zoo? Okay, so like we say, it was an early hour of Monday, and I went to the zoo with my uncle. All right, of course, you say with my uncle. This is sentence, so we will need a period. This is very important. I'm sure you always remember your spike. Very important. So this is my period. So this is the time. I've talked about the time, but the question is, why did you go? So um, I could say this visit was to help me see my favorite animal, the zebra. So that's the zebra. Okay, so that's the second sentence. Do not forget the first one is talking about when. When did you guys go? Oh, we went in the early hour of Monday. So we actually went on Monday, the early hour. So this is the time. So I began my narration by talking about a time. It was on a Monday, the early hour, and I went with my uncle to the zoo. And the second one is about why did we go? Okay, we actually went because I would want to see my favorite animal. So this is why we went, because I wanted to see my favorite animal, the zebra. I wanted to see it. Okay, but the next thing is where there are several places to go, many chapters of different venues of the zoo. So which one did we go? I could say, okay, it was the the Bankroll Zoo we had visited. It was the Bankroll Zoo that we had visited. I'm sure you guys should have a reason. So you must always think in terms of reason. Why did you guys choose to go to the Bankroll Zoo? Why not another zoo? Why did you choose to go to the Bankroll Zoo? So as a writer, as a narrative writer, you must learn to tell us details. Why did you choose that path? Then I said, oh, you know what? We chose it because and it was the bank zoo we had visited. This is because my uncle had worked there. This is because my uncle had worked there. Okay, so we actually wanted to go because my uncle had worked there. And you know what that means? Okay, so he must have told me a lot of things about the place and good. So that's why we went. Then the next thing is, what did I see? Did I eventually see the zebra? Oh, why not? So you're just asking, you're just trying to tell us everything that happened. Don't forget you would also need this here. So did you eventually? Yeah. Guess what? Guess what? I saw the biggest zebra ever. I saw the biggest zebra ever. Oh, that's lovely. Did you see another thing? Or was that the only thing you saw? Oh, you know what? I also saw other things. Okay. And and also a cob and an elephant. Oh, that makes a lot of sense there. Oh, okay, good. How did I feel? So you can keep writing depending on the information you like to share with us. Okay, so I'd like to stop here. Guess what? And guess what? I saw the biggest zebra ever, and also a cob and an elephant. So this should be a comma, and then we need to make this a small a. I wanted to write a new paragraph before, but I think we can have it. Let's use a conjunction and also a cob and an elephant. Okay, all right, so now let's go to the last sentence. How did I feel? It was indeed a memorable visit. It was indeed a memorable visit. It was indeed a memorable visit. Why did you say so? All right, it was indeed a memorable visit. Let's don't forget our periods. This is very important. Okay, all right. It was indeed a very memorable visit. Oh, and how did you feel? I'm always glad. I'm always glad to have visited the zoo. Okay, so everything stops here. All right. If you would remember, we're just talking to you about a narrative essay, And one of the things we said about the narrative essay is that a narrative essay is all about you trying to tell a story. And you can see, look at this is a long paragraph. You can see how we all began everything. We started by saying, you know what? It was in the early hour of Monday. That means what time? When did you visit? What did you go to? Where? Why did you choose to go to the zoo? And the third one is, why did you choose to visit the Bankro Zoo? There are other zoos would have visited. Why did you choose that? Oh, because my uncle had worked there. And guess what? Did you eventually see zebra? Oh, I saw the biggest zebra ever. And what again? I saw a cub and had elephants. Oh, how did you then feel in the end? In the end, it was indeed a memorable visit, and I am always glad to have visited the zoo. You see, this is just how it goes, and this is how to write your narrative paragraph. It's all about storytelling. Just think about your six magical words. What would I like to tell my audience? What would I like my readers to know about the place? Or I want them to know about the why I visited, the who I went with, what I did, where we chose to go, how we felt. Just keep thinking in terms of the six magical words, and writing becomes easy and fun. Bye. We're going to see you next time.